Hey, good morning, love leaders, and welcome to another great session of Love Leaders Unite. I am your host, Vanessa Simpkins, and welcome. How are you, love leaders, rock stars, doing? Go ahead, comment in the chat. Let's see who's joining us. Where are you from? It is a beautiful day here in Mount Shasta, Northern California. And I have a yummy smoothie here. But today is a very special broadcast, and I really want to thank you guys for sharing the links to these broadcasts, letting other people know that you can overcome fear and thrive. I think this is the most tyrannical time in history. Where there really is a war on for your consciousness. So I really want to deep dive today into how to turn your pain and your fear into life transforming programs. I've had the sheer blessing of working with over now 1,300 women closely in just the last 5 years alone, women that have taken our 10K and 30-day program, taken our Bikini Business Coach Mastermind, our Wealthy Coach Academy programs, and shown them how to turn their past, their pain, into life transforming programs that impact humanity in a very, very big way. It has been an absolute blessing. And that's possible for you too. Money is one of the things that comes into your life when you live your purpose. And today I mostly wanted to discuss and open up the conversation for the real elephant in the room, which is not, the content or the sales attraction system that you have to set up. It's really the feelings that you have about succeeding at doing that or failing. The feelings that you have about succeeding at launching your business or failing. That's the real culprit in the room. And the reason I say it's a real culprit is because your fear, we're going to really get into this today, left unchecked, eats up your creative capacity to implement, to create progress. And we have a phenomenal process now. Again, I've taken thousands of women through this on how to close the energy leaks that fear is, chattering and eating away. Could be fear from the past. There's so many fears. Well, a lot of women are afraid of just speaking out and putting their voice out there. People are getting censored left, right, and centered. Fear of being judged by family members or judged by other people or haters online. Fear of succeeding. What if I succeed and then I have too many clients and too much money and I won't have any more time left, or my health will suffer. Fear of what if this doesn't work? Like I tried something in the past and it didn't work. So all of this is really what I want to discuss with you here today. Welcome. Aubrey's here from Southern California. Good morning, Aubrey. Who else is joining us? Go ahead, type in the chat. Where are you from? It's going to be an amazing call. What's up? Kelly's in the house. Melanie, Kelly from Ohio, Melanie from New Jersey, Iris from Santa Fe, New Mexico, Shelly, what's up? Karen Taylor from Illinois, Rhonda from Mississippi. Good morning. Good morning. Northeast Florida, Eileen. Good morning. Laura Lee from Corpus Christi. Good morning, Rhonda. Swan from Texas is in the house. Julie's from Aloha, from Hawaii. Grace is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Shelly, so excited for this session. I've been in fear about launching my 8-week course. Yep, let's talk about the fear. There's a rule that I have on the inside of my programs. Some people here maybe joining us might already be clients. This is a free call that we do and post the replay on YouTube. But I have got a few rules when I do live Q&As with clients every week. And yeah, you actually get to speak with me live every week in the 10K program. And one of the rules is you're not allowed to apologize for how you feel. And that's because your feelings give you information, very important information. So let's get started with the training today. I also have a bunch of questions that I want to answer. So thank you guys for, when you register, asking questions. Thank you for sharing the link on Facebook, on any of the social channels when you register for this. If you guys want to go and share that and let other people know. that all of this free training and support is available, that would be totally rad. Let's jump into the slide show. I'm going to share with you. I put a few slides together for you guys, and let's just jump into that. Please post any questions that you have if you're here joining in live as we go, and then I'll check in the chat moving forward. So let's get started. You know, I wrote this book, Take Your Power Back Now, The Ultimate Confidence Guide for Women in 2014, 2015, it came out. And it's really an incredible journey of how to overcome resistance, how to overcome your own internal resistance to making a lot of money. How safe is it for you to have a lot of money? How safe is it for you to really be seen and heard? How safe is it for you to really get what you want? Is it even a belief that you have that if you ask for what you want, you can have it? So this book is not so much about business, but more about the internal game of shifting and changing your beliefs and really overcoming your own personal resistance and creating a life that you love. How to feel feminine, sexy, powerful, prosperous, fun, and fabulous. And that book has really turned into a lot of the trainings that we do on the inside of our 10K and 30-day mastermind, which is actually a 90-day online program for women to help them master their inner game and also set up solid sales attraction systems to attract coaching clients online. And even just for this broadcast, we had one of our graduates post a comment, and I'm sharing it here with you. This is during COVID-19, guys. Businesses are being shut down left, right, and center. But an online business, you don't have to wear a mask. An online business, they can't manage, they can't control, using the power of video, using the power of paid advertising, sharing her message. Leslie says, hey, great to see you. Guess what? A record month last month, $35,000 for my functional medicine services. My brick and mortar is killing it as well. COVID's not stopping us. Thank you for your brilliant coaching. So Leslie was a functional medicine practitioner. She came to see me. She had a local business, and she wanted to turn her local business into an online business, which she has done very successfully. And as you can see, I'll show you more examples that our clients and our graduates are absolutely killing it right now. And that the reason for that is because it's an incredible opportunity. More people are looking for how to manage emotions. More people are looking for how do I, heal my marriage? Oh my God, I'm locked in COVID-19. I don't know what to do. More people are looking to start an online business. More people are looking for answers online than ever. And if you're able to showcase yourself and put yourself out there, you have a great opportunity to enroll people into your programs. If you want to work with me and my team, I'm going to keep the link here at the bottom. You might want to write that down and apply. But that's the link, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. We have 3 different programs with different levels of support to match your budget and also match your learning curve. Where are you in this learning curve of, are you just thinking about starting a coaching business? Have you tried before? Are you thinking about launching paid advertising? Are you still trying to figure out what your program should be called, how to position yourself in the marketplace? Who's your niche? What problems do you solve? Where are you in that journey? And here's some of our current clients in our year-long bikini business coach program. $34,000 this month. Tara, 66. I'm at $66,000 so far this month as a single mother. These are women just like you who have an idea, who have a purpose, who have this knocking on their heart, who decided to lean in and invest in themselves one more time. These are people that have failed before, joined coaching programs before. They did not get the help that they needed. And I really think it's because no one really showed them how to dismantle their own resistance and fear. And I can tell you what, we do that really, really well here at Take Your Power Back Now. So this is possible for you. Another 10K week. Our promise is that we'll show you how to turn your wisdom and your knowledge, your inspiration, and a lot of the pain that you've experienced in the past into a life-transforming program. And then we'll show you how to create sales with that online using video, using a Facebook group, and show you how to generate a consistent $10,000 a month income. It might take you 90 days to set up, but who cares? It might take you less than that. Our clients are doing $10,000 a week. So what if it takes you 90 days to set up? You know, what are the other options? Going back and getting a job? People aren't even allowed to go to work now. This is crazy. This is insane. You know, what are your other options out there? It's just complete insanity going on in the world right now today. I'm so grateful for this business. I'm so grateful for the messages that I get from our clients and our graduates saying, I'm so happy I took your program. This is not affecting me. You know, some people are losing their homes or starving out there. This is insane what's going on in the world. And I'm more committed than ever to teaching women how to take their power back now, overcome fear, and thrive using this very successful, time-tested and proven recipe. So here's what I know for sure, okay? After supporting over 1,300 women in personally in this radical process of transformation, a new identity in creating a portable, profitable online coaching business, here's what I know, because this is not just setting up systems and funnels, you guys. This is about, you know, if you want to go like Trisha, $40,000 a year as a teacher, now earning $40,000 a month as a spiritual online coach, that is going to require a radical change in who you are. You're going to have to show up in a completely different way. And if there's anything I know about, you know, being a business coach, it's really about teaching women how to manage the process of personal identity change. You know, in order to create a change, you've got to risk everything you've got to get something you've never had before. You've got to show up and you've got to behave in a different way. And that is really fucking scary. It's really scary. I'm not going to sit here and blow unicorn puffs and angel dust fairy farts up your ass. It is a very scary process. Change is scary. How do you address that? How do you discover what you're really afraid of? How do you put that to bed so it doesn't rob you of your creative energy? So feelings give you information, okay? Your feelings, and women are by far more tuned in and more connected. They have this thing called intuition. Actually, it's science that has proven that women have mitochondria DNA, which it's like informs our gut. It informs us. We are connected to source. Men don't have that mitochondria DNA because they're supposed to be out there killing shit and not being connected to it and bringing home the hunt. So women are really, you know, the Dalai Lama said that the Western one would heal the world. Women connected to their intuition. This is a war on right now for your conscious space, for, you know, manipulation, fear, you know. When your mind is so crazy with fear, you can't even tune into the intuition. It's kind of like a puddle that gets mucked up with a stick, and all the sediment and all the dirt is stirring around in the puddle. You can't see to the bottom of the puddle. When the sediment calms, you can see very clearly. You can hear intuition very clearly. So knowing these tools, knowing how to calm your mind, knowing how to really tune in. Now, the other thing that I know is that your ego is trying to protect you from pain, a pain usually from the past, right? We're all meaning-making machines. So something happened in the past, and now you have another opportunity to move forward in the future. And oh my God, what if I fail? What if it eats up? What if I can't be healthy? What if I'm too busy? What if it, you know, destroys my marriage? What if is this constant ego coming to rob you of your creative energy? And what the mechanism that the ego uses is fear, right? Because failure is also equated with death. So you have this ego that's really trying to protect you, all right? But it's also protecting you from progress. And it shows up in the form of resistance, procrastination, excuses, more mucking up and more you know, a stirring up of the puddle and more anxiety. So how do you dismantle that resistance? This is the real key to succeeding and making a lot of money in your coaching business. You get this right, and you're going to win every single time, hands down. We've become really, really good at teaching women how to do this, how to identify the ego, how to dismantle it. Fear robs you of that creative energy and the capacity. One of the things that we do really well here is hold sacred, safe space for women to do their deep inner healing work so that they can implement all the cool ninja marketing and sales techniques that we teach them. That has to be done. Most entrepreneurs are by themselves at home on their computers. They don't have a community. They don't have, you know, a place where they can voice their fears and get answers to questions. We can answer a question within 10 minutes instead of it taking you 10 months to find an answer, trying to do it on your own. And this safe space is what actually allows you to close the loop on fear. And that requires, feeling safe enough to actually be vulnerable. Something that has maybe for you not been safe before. And the other thing I know is that spiritual laws don't change. They're fixed. The law of gravity is a fixed law. The law of cause and effect, the law of, whatever is impressed in your subconscious must express. These are fixed laws. They don't change just because you have some tyrants in the government. They just don't, I wrote this book about my healing journey, healing from a narcissistic relationship. We have Bill Gates right now, who's one of the biggest fucking narcissists in the world, trying to wipe out humanity. All right. I'm so happy and grateful and more committed than ever to teaching women how to stand up to bullies. This is how my entire business was built. So spiritual laws don't change. They are fixed. And this is a war on for your consciousness. Now, what I also know for sure, and I mentioned this before, is that it's the feelings around succeeding or failing at this business thing that's the real elephant in the room that needs to be addressed. So let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to stop screen sharing and check in with you guys. Let's do a little exercise here. What are you really most afraid of in, happening or not happening for you in this business? If you really sit down and think about it, what are you most afraid of? Comment in the chat. Are you most afraid of, it taking too long? I remember when I first started, I was afraid that it would take me too long to earn the same amount of money in my coaching business that I was earning in my job. And even though my job as a mop salesman, that was my first book, from bankrupt to making $900 a day selling mops, made great money. It was easy to sell a mop because, it's not connected to your personal identity. Coaching is very much connected to who you are, how good you are, how able you are. It's not, selling a physical, tangible thing is not the same. So a lot of women, come up against that. So that was my big fear. It cost me 4 years. That fear that it would take me too long in order to replace my income. Grace says, I feel most afraid of rejection. Yeah, that's a massive fear. Okay, a lot of women put themselves out there in their family. I had a text message from my family member the other day telling me I was a fucking idiot. Yo, you're not going to wear a mask. Let's see how long you last in a hospital. I mean, I get it. These people are afraid. People are doing the best they can. They're being misinformation. There's fake news all over the place. People are really doing the best they can with their fear. But even my family, still to this day, okay, is judgment. The judgment that you get from putting yourself out there, the rejection on sales calls, people making fun of you online. This is real. All right. And it's scary. Let's talk about this. I want to give you guys the space here to air that out and close the loop so you can do something different with your energy instead of having that fear and, run your life. Lauren, putting myself out there and no one being interested. Yeah, that's a big fear. What if I create something and I have this great idea, but nobody bites on it? Yeah, that's a big fear. I'm sorry you guys have this fear. It's real. It feels real. Okay. It feels very real. Karen says, giving everything I have to my coaching business and it's not enough. People won't see the value, right? So no matter how much you try, it's just never good enough, right? There's always a missing piece to it. No, it's really hard. That's a scary one. Shelly says, fear of rejection, my course not filling up and having to cancel it. So what if you do all this work and then, you look bad? That's fear of judgment, it's like fear of failure. Then people are going to judge me as a big failure. Really scary. Really scary. You go out there to make a video or try and work on your program and it's like, why bother? That's how it gets you. That's how it stops you in your track, that fear. I can also tell you something about failure. You guys, failure is a lesson. Success is a lesson applied. It's only a failure if you stop and don't try again. This is another one of my rules. Let's redefine failure. Failure is a lesson. Success is just you try one more time and you apply it and you do something different. Okay. But that fear from the past coming in every time you try to do something new is really, it's like a freaking tyrant, man. And it'll take you out of the game every single time if you don't have the tools to do something new with it, to transform that energy. And that's what I really want to share with everyone here. Again, I'm going to invite each and every one of you to come and check out our programs. And you have my website, takeyourpowerbacknow.com. You can read all about our programs on there. I'll also put out for you guys, our main program is our 10K and 30-day program.com. You can read all about our 8-week course material. It's a 90-day program with a lot of support. And I'll put the links here in the chat for you guys to check out if you haven't checked them out yet. I'm going to keep going through these fears with you because this is really important. Well, there's a lot of them. And just scroll up here. This is really good. And thank you for participating. So I want you guys to tune in and hear, because you'll notice that a lot of people have the same fears. Okay. You're not alone. Grace, and all the rejection will equal failure, humiliation, and destroyed reputation, which will equal financial scarcity. Yeah. So fear of judgment, right? When you're a kid, and that's really scary. When you're a kid, you need everyone's approval, right? You need to be fed and burped and, all this and that and taken care of. You need everyone's approval. When you're an adult, you don't really need everyone's approval, but the conditioning is still there. And so if people judge you and they oust you from the tribe, well, you die, right? This is a classic ego control tactic, classic. And it's really scary. Angelica, my fear is being worthy of supported by family, messing it up, right? Not being supported by your family. So it's super scary. Some of your family members, most of mine have never read my books. And these are people that, raise you and love you and have very different opinions and beliefs from you. A lot of our clients struggle from, their spouse is not supporting them, not understanding them. That's why it's so important to have a tribe and a community of people that get you and understand you. And a lot of entrepreneurs feel alone. Okay. They can't talk to their friends don't get it. Most people would never even attempt to do something like this. Most people wouldn't even attempt. There's so much risk involved in fear. Yeah, but what if you lose? Well, yeah, but what if you win? But yet they have all these opinions about, what you should do or shouldn't do. In my books, unless you've made $9 or $10 million in a business, I'm not listening to you. You have nothing to teach me. You don't. I'm very selective about whose opinion I listen to. And opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. Lori, feel a fear of failing. Lohale, and feeling like I'm not good enough or experienced enough to coach people. That's a big fear. It's really scary. If you've read over 5 books, I've got a few theories on this. If you read over 5 books, you're an expert on a topic. And if you didn't have the desire to do something, the desire in itself already means you have the means to do it. The desire to do something already means you've already achieved it on another plane, on another conscious level. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to do it. But the fear is real. What if I'm not good enough or experienced enough? What if I get people to pay me and they don't get the transformation? So a lot of our clients succeed because they have experience of how I run things on the inside. They have experience of how I run live Q&As, experience of how I coach people through their mindset stuff, and they get to go out there and model it when they graduate. It's another massive attestament to running, to being a part of our mastermind. Kelly, fear of time management, basically feeling like I don't have enough time. Yep, that's a big fear. And that's really scary. What if you get so overwhelmed? The reality is you are going to have to set aside some time to create a system. It's kind of like building a plane. You're going to have to drag over the wings and solder the thing together and then put the chairs in and then put the propeller on and fill it with gas. And then, all that takes time to build the system. But then that system, that plane just needs a little bit of maintenance. It's already built. It's not going to be such a state of so much intensity forever. It's for a fixed amount of time. But that fear that, oh my God, this is never going to get built. It's going to take forever. And my whole life is going to be sucked into this, that's a real fear. That's very scary. Susie, that's a big one for me. How do I overcome the fear of people making fun of me online? Yeah. It's a big one. I look at the fact that haters are out there. It means that I'm actually making waves. I'm in the ocean and I'm making waves, and the recipe for failure is trying to please everyone. And that's actually very scary. It's a divide, it's division. But if I focus on upsetting people, those people are never going to buy my program. I'm more committed to the people that I can help, that message that inspires one person, those people, the people who are ready, who are looking, who are hungry for this. Those are the people that I'm talking to. And everyone who wants to naysay and hate on me, go right ahead. Those people, let them find somebody else. But the fear is real. It'll make you develop thick skin. Abigail, not being able to lend clients or help them as they needed help, not having the confidence to be fully in my work. Right. So what if I'm afraid I'm not going to be good at this sales conversation thing, right? That's another learning skill. That's a skill that can be learned, but also very scary, not having the confidence. Kelly, scheduling calls appropriately. What's up, Don? Good morning. Don's close by here in Reading. Julie, the content once you have clients afterwards. So what do you do once you have clients? So all of these all these questions or doubts become open loops. And while there's an open loop, there's no clarity and there's no action. You just sit there and say, well, I can't move forward because what if that happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? So there's no forward progress. Information, you can listen to all the YouTube videos you want. You can buy all the books. You can do all the best coaching courses. But unless you have clarity and closing the loops on all those doubts and fears, you will not move forward. You will not implement it. You'll implement shit. That's why we have so many clients succeeding, because we show you how to do that. The fear of rejection and failure. People saying, thanks for being so forward on your thoughts about the scamdemic. Absolutely. I think everyone's going to be waking up to it, really. It's quite an awakening going on. I have fear of freezing up on my videos and not having the words. Oh, I love that. You know what I do? And that happens to me a lot, actually. I just say, wait for it. It's going to be good. And then I take a sip of water. Take a moment. Oh, well, it'll come back to me. Moving on with the next thing. But that's a real fear. What happens if I look stupid online? I do a video and it's like, I forgot what I was going to say. The fear of freezing on videos. Okay. Don says, best programs ever. Thank you for that. Grace says, I'm in the Wealthy Coach Academy and it has been deeply transformative so far. Rock on, Grace. Attracting. So let's talk about this. I'm going to go back and share my screen, because we got a lot of great questions here. And I want to show you what's possible when you're able to dismantle that resistance and get a clear plan, a clear strategy for your message and who your ideal clients are and what to name your program and what to put in your program and how to price it and how to market it using video and how to get people in your Facebook group. These are results from our graduates. Your 10K and 30-day program turned into $300,000 this past year. How would you guys like to do that? How would you like to know how to do that? And what would change for you right now? Comment in the chat. If you had that clarity, if you dismantled the resistance and the fear, if you took action in the face of fear, and your business brought in $300,000 between now and next August, what would that do for your life? And she actually screenshotted, I can tell from the color here, this is from a Stripe payment processing gateway. Okay, thank you for your helping me craft my signature program. It's helping many people. I love you bunches. So I want to know what would that do? Imagine, how would that change your life? Let's move from the fear story and move into the wow. We're either driven from our fear or we're going to be driven from possibility, from love, from consciousness, from your intuition, connecting with, your higher power that's already there. It's already there. We're either going to be driven by fear or we're going to be driven by love. That's it. There's no other way. There's no other drivers, guys. So let's go and drive. We heard the fear story. We heard that driver. That's real. That's, you know, shit. That's really fucking scary. I'm not going to tell you that that's not real, that you shouldn't have it. Not at all. I want to say, okay, and let's look at the other side of the picture now. Let's go and spend some time in here. How would that change your life if you could generate $300,000 in the next 12 months? What would you do? What projects would you start? Would you pay off debt, which is kind of a relief, but kind of boring? Would you buy a new house? Would you renovate your kitchen? Would you go shopping? Would you buy a new car? Would you buy a country house? I mean, what would you do? Go ahead and comment in the chat. Now, a lot of people want to know, how are we actually taking, what is this process? What is this 10K and 30-day thing really all about? What are you doing with people, Vanessa? Well, it's really simple. It's very simple. People don't need a website to get started. You don't need a fancy email list. All you need is your Facebook account and a smartphone, okay, like this. And here are the really simple steps that we teach you: how to use your computer and a smartphone. And we show you how to create a Facebook ad. You can start with $5 to $10 a day. That's like a Starbucks coffee. So for a month, you sacrifice your Starbucks coffee and you create a sales attraction system. We show you how to set up a Facebook group, which is free. We show you how to run an ad to it to fill your group with your ideal clients. It becomes your own platform. It becomes an asset of people that you can market to in the future, build relationship with, and really help with your inspiration, your message, and your coaching. You build relationships with people in there using videos, a 30-day video challenge. We have an entire offer Bible. A lot of our clients are struggling with, I don't know what to post on social media. I'm afraid of making an offer. We give you over 100 pages of the best proven offers, social media posts, emails, ideas for marketing in our offer Bible. It's one of the things that our clients love the most about our program. We show you how to do live videos. We show you how to use our 30-day video challenge to be visible, deliver value, make offers to people who can say yes. And you're going to fill that group with only your ideal potential clients. And then you're going to, invite them onto a call, a breakthrough call, and enroll them into your program. Maybe your program is $1,000 or $3,000 or $5,000. You only need a few of them. It's rad. You only need a few of them. And this is what I call the earn while you learn blueprint. Okay. This is how you earn while you learn. I'm going to go ahead and press play here so you guys can see the whole screen. That's a bit better. Too many people out there are doing courses and all they're teaching you is technology, but they're not teaching you the mindset piece behind it. They're not teaching you the driving force. So you watch a bunch of content and then you check out, you don't finish it. Unfortunately, you can have the best content in the world, but unless you learn the unraveling your resistance piece, it's for nothing. A lot of people have resistance around sales. Oh my God, what if they, what if I'm manipulative? Oh my God, what if they think I'm slimy used car salesman? What if they say no? What if they hang up on me? What if I sell them something that doesn't work? All that noise has to be cleaned up, you guys. It just has to be. And you guys can do it. I know you can. There's a reason why you joined this call today. I don't believe in coincidence. A big part of your success is really going to be about, again, changing your identity, changing your concepts of self, changing the decisions you've made about yourself in the past. We're all meaning-making machines. We are meaning-making machines. You change your concept of yourself and you change your life. Most people have an income glass ceiling. It's safe for me to make 60 grand, 100 grand a year. After that, no fucking dice. It takes a completely different belief system to make 60 grand, 100 grand a month. How safe is it for you or not safe for you to have that money, to be an expert, to have that impact, to be so visible? This is terrifying for a lot of people, okay? That stuff needs to be cleaned up. Here, I'm gonna show you guys what's possible. Our graduates are doing this every single day, every single month. Other people are out there impacting people, transforming other people's lives and receiving phenomenal income for doing it. Wrapped up June with 17,300 cash received day. That's just in one day. I know for a lot of people that seems unbelievable, but that's what a system does. That's what a system does. A system allows you to create consistent results, consistent cash flow. It's going to take some work to set up, but then who cares? You never have to, you can give the F you finger to your boss and that's it. You're on your own. You never have to drive to work. You never have to wear a mask. You know, yesterday I went to Trader Joe's and they're like, do you wear your mask? My husband and I said, no. Well, what do you have? Do you have health? Can you both have health issues? I said, yeah, I have a health issue. It's called a brain. I have a brain. Okay. That's my health issue, a brain. And I'm going to use it. I'm going to keep my brain and you can keep your mask. Okay. How's that? Hey, listen, I'm going to get freaking rocketing here about this. We went to another store and there's a box there and it says, oh, this is the box for the infected dirty pens. Oh, and let me wipe my screen and wipe off all the cooties. What the fuck, man? Psychological warfare, teaching people that they're germ-infested, dirty, and infected. Fuck you, man. Keep your stupid mask on, keep my brain, okay? And that's a health condition now, having a brain. Everyone thinks you're a conspiracy theorist when you know how to freaking investigate and come up with your own ideas. No, I will not be letting you run me in fear. Sorry, not today and not tomorrow. No. More committed than ever to teach women how to overcome tyranny, tyrants, fear, oppression, fucking bullies. Huh? Yeah. Most people won't attempt this because they're too fucking scared. Not my clients. Not on the inside of my tribe. No, here we are love leaders and soul sisters, and you guys can all do this. Each and every one of you can do this if you have the courage to start. Let me just leave this right here. Ran the numbers in the past 6 months since launching my program, blew past $100,000. Not a typo, in just 6 months. You guys can do this. Anyone, I love you, Vanessa. Your program changed my life. Anyone thinking about doing it should do it without hesitation. I hope you guys do. I hope you guys join me. I hope you guys join the thousands of women, the other love leaders, the soul sisters that are on the inside that are, you know, facing their fears and learning new skills. That process is really scary. It's hard, you guys. You need a lot of support. And we're really good at that. Sorry, I'm with clients. I can't make the call, Vanessa. I sold another package today. If I would be here for days sharing with you screenshots. You know, I would be here for days. You know, during COVID-19, yes, this is a time of really leading with love. People need you and your service now more than ever. And this is a really cool one. We just got accredited by the Better Business Bureau, A+. Pretty fucking rad. You know, it's they go through you with this. They scrupulously go through every piece of your business to be accredited by the Better Business Bureau. This is just a screenshot that I took from an email. So we've been doing this a long time. We're very good at, you know, supporting women with the technology, with the advertising, with the marketing, with the sales and the mindset. A lot easier to do it within a tribe and a group of people than by yourself. So I've shared with you this recipe with hundreds, now thousands of private mastermind students and seen their business take off. And the real key here is really the power and having the courage to start. There's so much power in simply having the courage to begin. And for some people, it might be the courage to just begin again. Vanessa, I've tried this 5 times. I've hired 5 different coaches. It blew up in my face. I know. You know, you didn't know what you knew now. So that having that timeline of progression, you know, risking trying one more time is really where people show up and turn failure into success. Failure is a lesson, success is a lesson applied. I'm going to invite you all to apply today and lean in and learn some new skills and try one more time if that's the case. The website is takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. I've also put it here in the chat. And what if this could be you? What if in the next 12 months, we radically transform your concept of self, radically transform your business, set up new systems, and you could have results like these. And I'm sure you guys have been to our website, been on our YouTube channel, watched all of our testimonials, case studies. I mean, this is not a fluke. There's no fluking around in here. This is, are you ready to lean in and implement what we have here? A radical transformation process. And I'm not going to tell you not to be afraid. It's scary, but let's do something with that energy. Let's turn that into something different. Let's turn that into rocket fuel for you. Yeah. Let's show you how it's safe to make $17,000 in your first month. You know, third day of the month, $7,000 in 3 days, $9,000 in total, $100,000 this year, 3 clients in 2 weeks. All we do is win. I just signed up another, it's really happening. These are women that have been like you, that have been tried this stuff before, underestimated what it was going to take, and showed up and are really, really happy with the results. So let's get real, because it's pretty deathly to even attempt this stuff on your own, okay? Running paid ads by yourself without an expert to guide you, that stuff is like Chinese. It's a different language. Oh my gosh, how does this work? Or, you know, French if you speak English, or Spanish, or Italian. It's another language. You need an expert to show you guys how to do this. Otherwise, you know, you could spend the next 9 months to a year bumbling around. It'd take you a lot longer to do this. In the next 90 days, we could have you up and running. Again, here's the link to apply, takeyourpowerbacknow.com/10K ready. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I wanna tune in here and check out some of the comments. Lori says, there is a quote, there is no try, only do or not. Yep, absolutely. And there's another quote that I love, which is, there's always a way, man. There really just is always a way. There is always a way. There is. And I think entrepreneurs are people who, we don't follow the rules. We make up our own damn rules for people to follow. Yeah. And there's always a way. An entrepreneur is like, you get, you know, there's a t-shirt, I think I'm going to buy one. It's a sweatshirt. It says, underestimate me. That'll be fun. Yeah. Yeah. There's always a way. Always a way. Just going to read through some of these comments here. Don says, I'm on my way. I booked 3 new clients just last week. Congratulations. So Laura says, I would travel with my children. I would be debt free. Lori says, pay off bills, pay off debt, then go island hopping in Greece. That sounds amazing. Lohel says, I break free from the matrix, buy an inexpensive RV and travel while I help people. Actually, we've had a few clients that are doing just that. They do their live, they join the live Q&A calls, and they're like at an RV resort, or they're by a lake, outside in their, you know, sun chair, with their Zoom on. Totally doable. Set up space, financial freedom, independence, pull out the Bible all the time. A lot of people paying off debts, moving to a luxurious Airbnb, focusing on my creative work, being a benefactor for musicians and scientists who have noble visions but aren't supported by our government, donate proliferate to honorable causes, have fun. I love it. Leave a legacy for my future and my children and humanity. Right on. Shelley says, your 10K program is worth 10K times at least for the results we can create from being a part of it. I'm forever grateful for you. I continue to build my business, attract clients, conquer their fear with love. Now I'm in a Facebook course. It's Rocking Women's Group. Yes, so excited you offer this message. It's exactly what I needed. Right on. So a lot of, thank you guys for all of this. Andreas has started week 3 today. Congratulations. Yeah, I had a beautiful website for 2 years and I took it down for fear for my profession. There's a lot of fear out there, a lot of it. So guys, I want to leave you with the quotes, with 2 quotes here. I hope you guys will join us on the inside of our programs. Again, if you haven't checked them out, I'll type them out here again for you. The best place to help you in this radical transformation process that you are about to undertake. Whether you join our program or not, you should definitely check it out at least. 10K30dayprogram.com. Get support on your journey. Get support on your journey. We have 3 programs. We have the Wealthy Coach Academy. We have the 10K and 30-day program and the Bikini Business Coach. Bikini Business Coach program. So 3 different levels, more like a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. The 10K and 30-day program definitely has the most support. One-on-one coaching calls, 4 live Q&As a week with copywriters, Facebook ad experts, mindset mentors, myself, and planning webinars to help you, manage your projects, and how do you plan your time, and, not just the how-to systems wise, but also the habits for success, because success is a result of habits. So how do you get the right habits of thinking, doing, and being? And how do you have the right, priorities? How do you earn while you learn? How do you earn while you learn, and getting all that clarity? So I'm going to leave you guys with 2 quotes. Faith is the only known antidote for failure. It's a quote by Napoleon Hill. Faith is the only known antidote for failure, which kind of runs on this theme that we've had here, which is there's always a way. There's always a way. If you have this desire, it also means that it's already possible for you. It's already happened for you. The other quote that I love is, the universe is always willing to give you more than you're willing to give yourself. The universe is always willing to give you more than you're willing to give yourself. So if you guys have been praying for guidance, praying for a mentor, praying for a way, praying for a program, now, it's time to act on that. When an opportunity presents itself, that's where you have free will to lean in and act or not. So don't let this be another webinar that you join and get great ideas on. My invitation for you is to act on them. What are you going to do with the knowledge that you have learned here today? Don't let the tyrants and the tyrants and what are you called those things? The bullies, rob you of, and your family, of your future and your purpose and your impact. Don't let them. It's completely unnecessary. It's time to take your power back now, lovers. Overcome your resistance and create a life of income and impact, confidence, cash flow. It is all there for you. And I'm absolutely 1,000,000,000% committed to teaching now more than ever women how to take their power back now, overcome fear, and thrive. I love you guys so much. Please do share the link to this on your social channels. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your questions. You can share the replay link once it's uploaded in YouTube as well, and let more women know that, and just let more women know that they can do it, that there's inspiration and there's support for them as well. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our tribe and our community. I love you guys to the moon and back. Have an amazing week, lovers. We'll see you here next week. Love you so much. Bye. Bye, rock stars.